Alright, we did it! 9 o'clock has arrived. It's time to... Well, it's time to do a show, so I'm gonna get on that. So, guess I may as well do that. Going live in 10, 9, 8... Hey world, it's Tobo. It's May 25th, 2013, and welcome back to the party. Now, before we get started, there are a few things I want to say. First off, huge thank you to DrawnOnward, because I was planning on casting DrawnOnward versus KCM today. Notice that's the exact same thing I cast last week, and I was planning on casting the same damn game again, just because I'm dumb. So I'm in the habit of sending out PMs to the people who I'm casting, just to let them know. And DrawnOnward PM'd back like, wait a minute, didn't you already cast that set? And I was like, no, I meant Cleetose, not Casey. Thank you, Drawn. So that was embarrassing, but it was kind of awesome. Also, we are at 10 people here. So I think that's a new record for us, so that makes me happy. The last thing I wanted to see before we get started is I was bored in the pre-show, and I wanted to just do stuff, so I just started playing Minesweeper on during the pre-show. I was playing Minesweeper on stream, and I wound up beating Intermediate in 59 seconds. I got so happy about that. I was like, yes! I'm good at Minesweeper. So, that's an interesting game to be good at. Anyways, back to actual streaming Spy Party. Oh man, this is gonna be a good cast. Yes, we are streaming Mine Party. Let's get started. DrawnOnward versus Cleetose. DrawnOnward playing Spy. Cleetose playing Sniper. Let's see how this goes. So, DrawnOnward has a rather unfortunate collision, does a rather unfortunate bug, and dies. That was a fast game. Cleetose up 1-0. Wow, okay, sure. That was awesome. Oh man. I enjoyed that. That was really silly. I'm not entirely sure why he tried to bug there, but I mean, I'm not complaining. It was funny, but still, that was, I don't know. Well, Cleetose's turn as Spy. Let's see if he can last longer than 20 seconds. Not a good start. Just go and run headlong into the double agent. Alright, here he goes. Let's start this game proper as he goes in for his first seduction. A little bit of lag on the stream, but he did get his seduction and got out of there as fast as he could. Alright, here he goes in for his second seduce. That first seduction was actually really nice. I'm a big fan of moves like that. Hits the green test on that, so basically at this point, any flirt at any point in time from any position will be enough to finish the seduction. I'm surprised he didn't go for a banana bread there. It looked like a fantastic position for it, but that's alright. As he goes in here to pick up his inspects, he is Highlight. But, nope. I was looking at the wrong person. He is not Hylet. So he's actually doing fantastically. With a minute and 45 to go. And the inspect's done and almost a seduce. He's looking in good shape here. Apparently there was a little bit of weird lag going on Cleetose' stream. That's actually on the video I'm watching now. This is not my stream actually lagging. This is just Cleetose' stream itself being the... Uh-oh! Did I thought I saw an animation get cut off there, but I guess not. I guess that was just weird animation stuff happening. Still not Hylet. Goes in for the swap here and finishes up his seduction. So that's pretty nice. Hits the green on that. As he continues to be not Hylet. Actually, considering... Oh, never mind, because the seduction target actually took a bullet there. So Cleetose wins the second game as well. I'm really, actually, really impressed with how that game went. Like, he got the fast seduction and then bailed immediately, which is so hard to see with all the chaos of the beginning few seconds. So he basically got a free seduction off that. The only thing I guess I would have changed is after his second seduction, he was in an absolutely beautiful position to banana bread, but he didn't do it. I actually also really like the fact that it went to statues 3 different times, because that's a very strange but good way to throw off suspicion. Now, DrawnOnward is in a fantastic position to banana bread super fast, and he totally goes for it. Cleetose only got 2 lowlights off that, and considering how fast it went off, that actually is something that can shake up snipers pretty badly. Now, he's not exactly in a good position to flirt here, but considering that he got the banana bread in at like 20 seconds, he's doing very well. Actually does a fake BB. I don't know how I feel about that. That just feels odd to me. But Cleetose didn't do much with it, so that's okay. It will certainly throw off suspicion anyways. Here comes a couple of inspections. DrawnOnward is inspecting the statues. Cleetose does have him Hylet. So I think that was just for going to the statues, but I can't be sure. He's in a nice position to get another flirt here. There he goes. Doesn't hit the green test, but that's fine. One more of those will... We'll get that finished up. The chat's going crazy. I can't really keep up with everything they're saying. I can't even... Honestly, I can't even tell if they're talking about Spy Party. So, wow, that's really good pathing for the way of DrawnOnward until he basically just hugged the ambassador and died. So, really nice pathing into a really unfortunate bug. Drawn's bugs have not been successful tonight. Yep, that was the thing that happened. More Spy Party. Let's go. Cleetose has Spy this time around. Really not much nearby. He could have tried to get a walking bug on the ambassador, but that would have been super dangerous. So he goes in for a quick flirt instead. Oh God, why do you do this? Why do you not stand just a little bit closer? Damn it, Cleetose. Ah! Stop that. Oh God, that is so painful. Okay, so, seduction target left. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and if he can get a banana bread in fairly soon here, that's going to be fantastic. Someone just left that convo, so maybe there's a spot that's opened up there. Cleetose doesn't seem to be wanting to, though. And besides, the DA's left that conversation anyway. Goes for the fake. Let's see what that... Ooh, he was in convo with a fake double agent, though. So that could actually be bad news. Though we did get out of there before he got highlit. Hanging out the statues. Doing some inspects. And managed to dodge that highlight, so... Fairly nice move there. Now, with 1 minute and 20 to go, and 2 seductions to go, assuming he hits a green test somewhere, this could be bad. 1 minute and 5. Goes for the briefcase. That's an interesting tactic, but Cleetose is really running out of time, but Drawn decides to shoot somebody for some reason. I don't know why, but Cleetose has managed to pick up all 4 of the opening games. So, Drawn really... I'm getting so distracted by just watching the chat here. I really need to stop doing that. Drawn Onward, getting ready to pick up the spiral again. Alright, stop looking at the chat, Tobo. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, Drawn Onward, I'm getting all hyped up here. Alright, here we go. Drawn Onward, going into the 5th game without any wins. Really needs to be able to pull something out of his hat here. Some fairly full conversations. It might be a good idea to just go for the banana bread. Sure, it'll be a little dangerous, but that conversation is freaking huge, so... Yeah, he actually does go for it. And with the seduction target just joining in, that white test could actually be a very good thing. Does pick up a highlight from it. But so do quite a few others, so he's not going to be taking a whole hell of a lot of scrutiny right off the bat. In a position to bug if he can get it off. Nope, never mind, he didn't go for it. I think he tried to. But wound up flirting instead, which is probably a good thing, considering the ambassador's leaving the conversationism. As he heads to the statues and does some inspecting. Still highlight. That's fine. I doubt Drawn Onward's going to go for the swamp here. He's taking too much scrutiny and he knows it. He does see a good opportunity to get a flirt in though, and he's certainly going to capitalize on that. He certainly wants a green test here to hopefully make up for that less than optimal seduce he got the first time around. Doesn't hit the green test. Although for some reason... Wait, did he hit the green test? Because it does look like he's in a position to finish up his seduces with one more. I'm confused. But here he goes for a bug. Actually lands himself in the perfect position. If you look at this, he's not invading the ambassador's space, but he is in position for a an in-convo bug, so he really aced the positioning on that entry. It's just a shame the ambassador decided to move there. He was doing really well there. But now, considering he wasn't able to get that bug in, he's in a lot of trouble. Goes for the time ad. I think he got it off. Nope, didn't get it off. Did he get it off? I'm thinking Cleetose is just waiting here. He kind of has to be. Actually, goes for the briefcase. That's a little bit surprising. So that might help to alleviate a little bit of suspicion. But even then, not much. Probably not enough. He does need the green test here if he wants to pull this off. Does hit the green test, so if he can get one more mission in these 20 seconds left, he might actually, never mind. Cleetose decides to be Cleetose and have magic bullets that seek spies. I'm going to be honest. He probably saw the time ad. That's my guess. It was certainly odd, but I'm guessing he saw the time ad and just... I'm looking at the chat. Let me actually pull that up, because what is this? I glance over it and I see stuff like this, and I'm like, what is going on? But yeah. I get so distracted by looking at the chat. I really derail my train of thought a lot, and that's probably not a good thing, but oh well, it's probably just stop looking at the chat. Oh! Apparently he derailed my train of thought because he was trying to tell me not to look at the chat anymore. Anyways, very nice opening flirt from Cleetose. Wasn't in a very good position, but actually did hit the green test on it, so that was quite nicely done. As he actually takes a drink from Toby, so he's actually doing quite well at the beginning here. Quite impressed with how Cleetose is playing this at the beginning, as he goes in for another seduce. And he is in range for... Never mind, seduction target doesn't want to get flirted at. Okay. Let's see what Cleetose's options are. Looks like he can go for a bug and a flirt, never mind the ambassador left. He can go for a flirt, or he can go for the statue. Seem to be the two real options. Or the ever available third option of wait. Seems to be the one that Cleetose is picking at the moment. Actually, that really paid off, because the double agent decided to be a super friendly person and just walk up to him with all these people in conversation. So that was quite nice, and as he walks away from it, doesn't even wind up picking up a highlight for it, so that worked really nicely. Cleetose, though, running a little bit low on time as he heads off to the statues. Still hasn't gotten himself highlight. So, Cleetose really doing an amazingly good job here, and Drawn just can't seem to pick up on it. He actually goes around to get another flirt in. That's very nice. Goes for the swap as well. Holy mackerel. Good thing that was green, or he probably would have gotten shot there. I'm not sure if I like that swap. It seemed like it was a bit dangerous, but he was running really low on time. Drawn sees the green, takes the shot, picks up his first game. 1-5 is the scoreline after 6. Cleetose has a frowny face in the chat because he lost a game. Come on, man, you just won 5 in a row. Be cool. But Drawn actually finally manages to find an answer. DrawnOnward doing a fantastic job. Apparently he actually started a bug as well right before he got shot, but It didn't really matter by that point, did it? Drawn Onward, getting ready to pick up the spy shoes, but once again, sitting on courtyard 2, any 4 or 5. Let's see if he can start picking up some wins in the spy roll. Here we go. Drawn Onward starting in a fairly innocuous conversation, runs headlong into the seduction target. That's one way to seduce, I suppose. As Drawn heads to the statues early. He spent a long time just standing there, which was weird. Actually got himself highlight for it as well. So that was certainly less than optimal as he goes and grabs himself a couple of inspects. That was weird. Okay. Pretty nice fake banana bread there. Cleetose, although he is still highlight, doesn't actually seem to be falling for it. Really, consider, even though there are tons of people in conversation with the DA and the fake DA, didn't actually highlight anybody for it. So, that's strange. Talking about Tom Cruise in the chat, I'm not sure why. As Drawn Onward goes in for the bug. Wound up just a little bit close. See if he can actually get that off. No, doesn't manage to do it. That's okay. Alright, Drawn Onward. 1 mission done, minute and 10 to go. Really running low on time. This could be really bad. Drawn Onward going in for what has to be a swap here. Yep, goes for it. Doesn't hit the green test. This could just be unpleasant. Yep, there's the shot. Cleetose picks up his 6th. That was not a good game for Drawn. Now, it wasn't all his fault, to be fair. There were a few times when, honestly, there was stuff he was trying to do, and just Cleetose's laser would swing around and just stare at him. So wasn't able to get as much done as he wanted to. It was probably because of how long he waited the first time he went to the statues. I think that's what Cleetose picked up on, but I can't really be sure. Looks like Cleetose decides to pick up the spy roll himself. See if he can not get himself shot. Actually, his AI takes him to the statues right off, which is a little bit unusual, actually, because Cleetose tends to try taking control early. Gets a couple of really early inspects. Not going to go for the swap, though. Probably a good play, though he did get himself highlight early on, which is really not good for Cleetose. So, Cleetose, with an early mission and an early highlight. Usually not a good trade-off, but sometimes it can work. In a very nice position for the flirt if he gets a chance to talk here. There he goes. Hits the green test, so that's quite nice. Two minutes to go. 2.5 missions to do. He's in a pretty good spot mission-wise, but with that super early highlight, he really just probably has to continue being inconspicuous for a little while. He's doing a good job of it, being very patient in this conversation. He knows he's got time and he's taking it. Minute and 30 to go. And now's about the time where he's probably going to have to get moving. Yep, here we go. Heading to the double agent. Never mind, he's not heading to the double agent. Is he going for a swap here, or is he just being inconspicuous with the second statue visit? Now, if he does wind up having a swap, he'll be going to the statue a third time, which is not a very suspicious thing to do. Oh no! He just missed that banana bread! He actually got shot for it too! Oh god, the Cleetose. I'm so sorry, the Cleetose. Why did I say the Cleetose? I have no idea why I said that. I think I was going to say humanity, then I just said Cleetose, and things got confusing. I need water, man. For the rest of the cast, I shall refer to him as the Cleetose, because I feel like it. Spy party time. Okay. Cleetose in chat. I am okay with the Cleetose. Alright. Drawn onward, picking up Spy this time. 2-6 is the current scoreline. Let's see if Drawn Onward can start picking up some games here. He's fallen behind, but after those first 5, he's actually been going 1 for 1, so he's doing all right. Not counting the first 5. Let's see how Drawn plays this out. He's got to start moving a little bit faster as far as missions are concerned. He's been playing a bit too slow. See if he can speed up his game a bit. Not a whole lot going on right off the bat. Drawn just hanging out and laying low. Here he goes, heading for his first flirt. Thought he might have tried it. Oh, that was strange, but the double agent decided to be friendly. Actually in a pretty good position for the banana bread here, and a terrible position for the flirt, but gets the banana bread off quite nicely. And his highlight. So, that is suboptimal, but Drawn is going to have to work with it. The Cleetose did get a couple of lowlights off that banana bread, but not too much. As Drawn makes his way to the statues for the first time. For a couple of inspections. The Cleetose, circling around, not really looking at anything in particular, just making sure he knows which statue Drawn Onward's holding. And Drawn Onward, with a mission and a couple of flirts to do, and only about a minute to do it, is really running low on time here. But he also needs to make sure he's not too suspicious, because he's only got 55 seconds to go. Really nice position in the conversation there. If he can manage to pick a bug out of this, it's going to be fantastic. The Cleetose is watching for it, though, trying to bait it, possibly. Drawn just waits for it to move. He's watching, waiting for the hand to go out, but Drawn is wise to the Cleetose's game as he goes for a desperation swap. Doesn't hit the green test. Gets shot for it. So, Drawn really needed that green test if he wanted to pull that off. Didn't quite manage to get it, but hey, it was worth a shot. So, current scoreline is 7-2 after 9 games. As we're going into the 10th here, the Cleetose as spy, Drawn Onward as sniper. I'm having a lot of fun with this whole the Cleetose thing. And the chat is too. I have the best chat. My chat is amazing. Alright, so going into game 10, 2-7 is the scoreline. The Cleetose picking up the spy role. Let's see how this goes. The Cleetose have been having a little bit of trouble as the spy past few games. Let's see how he plays this. Actually, wow, that bouncing. Very AI-like AI as he doesn't take control until he enters the conversation. Might have actually got himself low light for it. Actually did pick up a low light. That was really lucky AI on the Cleetose' part, and a really good idea to not taking control early. Now, actually got a super nice BB in and managed to get away from it pretty quickly, but the BB and run wound up getting him highlight, so the Cleetose may have just squandered the best chance he had in this game as he goes for the briefcase to try to re-earn his low light. Doesn't happen though. The Cleetose made a fairly innocent move on the BB and run, but DrawnOnward picks up a huge save. Honestly, I thought he was done for in that game after the low light happened, as the Cleetose picks up another flirt. The minute and 30 to go, and one mission and one flirt. Sorry, one mission and 2 flirts are done, is what I meant to say. I can words. The Cleetose running low on time here as he goes to the statues. Let's see what Drawn's doing. Drawn's looking fairly closely. Oh my god! The Cleetose goes for a swap. Drawn thought it was green, and the Cleetose picks up his game 8-2 after 10 games. Drawn is not having a good set. But the white test on the swap, when Drawn couldn't quite see it, actually managed to win him the game. That was, I don't know if it was intentional. It's quite possible that it was fake green. But well played to Cleetose. The Cleetose. I apologize! I didn't V before your name! I am ashamed. I am filled with chagrin. Okay, more Spy Party as we move on to Balcony. DrawnOnward in the spy role. Let's see if he can start picking up some games here. 2-8 after 10 is not exactly what he's looking for. But Balcony tends to be Drawn's comeback location. Not in the best position to flirt, but still fairly decent. He picks up that flirt. Doesn't hit the green test though, so that's a shame. Chat is noting how V is now a verb when used in reference to Cleetose. As DrawnOnward goes for the banana bread and gets off a fairly nice one. Getting a sorry. Drawn's playing a spy. I'm being stupid. Hey! Somebody actually found the online minesweeper that the chat's been looking for. That's awesome. And DrawnOnward, not highlight, but not in the best of spots, seduction-wise, with 37 seconds to go. He really needs to hit these green tests or he's not going to get this done in time. 30 seconds. Come on, Drawn. There he goes. Hits the green. One more flirt. 20 seconds to do it. Let's see if Drawn can pull this off. It's going to be tight. Does get himself highlight. Leaves the convo. 8 seconds to go. This is going to be bad. He's going to have to do a super fast talk re-entering the conversation here. 1 second. There's the talk. There's the flirt. Got it done. Someone else got shot. Drawn onward. Clutching this first game on balcony. That was huge as he picks up another game off the Cleetose. And the Cleetose can't be happy about that one. Drawn onward with a huge win there. I love it when I actually get excited on stream because there are quite often not that many opportunities to get excited like that, but then drama happens. I was sure he was going to take a bullet there, but the Cleetose, said he just shot the first person he saw talking, which is, you know, fair enough. The Cleetose picking up the spiral this time, see if he can get that game back on balcony. In a fantastic position for the bug. Drawn's watching it super close, though. Doesn't actually get a chance to do it. So he bails on the conversation. Before even the ambassador does. Didn't get himself highlight, though, so that is nice. The Cleetose enters a conversation for his first flirt, but he's not in range for a 50%. Why do you do this, the Cleetose? You do this so many times and it drives me insane. Doesn't even hit the green test. This is going to come back to bite him. One of these days, it's going to come back to bite him. I promise. I don't know if I'm saying that for you or to convince myself, but the Cleetose actually has a little bit of a pathing issue against Toby there. What is that AI doing? It's okay, he's not shot. As the Cleetose in a fairly good position to banana bread here, but he's only got 30 seconds left, so unless he can get in a clutch bug, there's no way he's going to pull this off. Except if that happens, the bullet homes in on the wrong guy because he was doing the dumbest pathing. Seriously, were you watching that guy's pathing? It was stupid. Like, possibly stupid enough to lowlight for, because no spy would be that dumb. Yeah, that was kind of awesome. Someone says it looks like you missed. I don't think so. I was watching that guy's pathing. It was ridiculous bad. So the Cleetose gets his game back. 3-9. The current scoreline. As Drawn in a fantastic position for a flirt and banana bread. Goes for the BB first. In the seduction target sides, he doesn't like Drawn Onward anymore. Because he didn't go for the flirt first. So screw you, Drawn. Seduction target, though, comes back to apologize. And Drawn Onward hits the flirt. Doesn't get the green test, but with 1:20 to go, he's in a fairly good spot mission-wise. Is highlight, though. So, that's a bit of an issue. One of two highlights. The Cleetose is watching fairly closely. Cleetose is noting in the Cleetose, I'm sorry, is noting in the chat that Drawn Onward always seems to have a really interesting relationship with his seduction targets. As the seduction target actually leaves convo again, is Drawn Onward gets seduced at by the double agent. As he goes in for another flirt here. Goes for the seduction target, but doesn't get it off before he gets shot, which is not what I was going to say, but it's true. And Cleetose picks up his 10th game of the evening after 13. So, Drawn is really having issues. Let's see if he can pull this back. Though then again, with the amount that Drawn actually streams, it's fair that he has issues occasionally, because that happens. The Cleetose picking up the spiral once again on balcony. And here we go. Come on, Drawn. Press the button. Come on. We made it to 13 viewers for a second, so that was awesome. Now come on, Drawn, press the button. Come on, Drawn. Come on. Come on, Drawn. Press the button. We want to cast shit. Press the button, Drawn. Come on. Come on. Press the button. Oh, you're messing with music. Oh, what? What? I apologize! It's not Drawn's fault. Glitching is occurring. The Cleetose is remaking the game. Alright. Here we go. The Cleetose as spy on balcony. Drawn onward as sniper, as the Cleetose picks up his first flirt. Did he get low lit or high lit, or no? The laser just hovered over for a moment for absolutely no reason. As the Cleetose goes for a seduce at the window, this could be bad, yeah. Section target bails on him, so didn't quite manage to get that in time, and actually gets high lit for it. So the Cleetose having a bit of an issue there. The Cleetose actually in a fairly decent position to bug, but doesn't go for it. Probably a good idea. As the seduction target really does not want to get too close to the Cleetose, because he is probably scared of the Cleetose's massive aura of awe? I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm just saying words. Anyways, the Cleetose was having issues with time. 45 seconds to go, and at least 2 flirts he needs. Goes for the briefcase. Ooh, actually might be able to get this. Yeah, he does actually manage to get the window flirt off. That might actually save him, as the seduction target comes into the conversation here. Nope, never mind, he goes for the briefcase. Sorry, the Cleetose. So he goes for another window flirt, gets it off. That was amazing. Cleetose, the Cleetose, I'm sorry. Oh, almost got away with that, but got himself stuck on Toby. Toby is incurring the wrath of the Cleetose. Wow, Cleetose almost had that, man. That was close, but Drawn Onward pulls it within 6. So that's still not optimal, but the Cleetose probably feeling cheated out of a game there. And this reconfirms my stance that Toby is frickin' awesome. Drawn Onward decides it's his turn to pick up the spiral. Let's see how this goes. The Cleetose in chat says, Toby happens. Alright. So Drawn Onward Gets a quick seduce in. Wouldn't have been very good, except that he hit a green test, so that was awesome. Gets a banana bread, too, and greens that, so he's doing a fantastic job early on. The Cleetose picks up a couple of highlights, and none of them are drawn. Drawn having a very good start of the game here as he goes for a window flirt that's probably not going to work. Actually, it does. Holy mackerel, Drawn is doing fantastically. He's got to pick this game up, because just one more talk, and that's going to be it. Drawn Onward plays like a practically perfect game of balcony. That was freaking awesome. If he gets shot here, I'm going to be so mad. Yes! That was absolutely fantastic. Holy Drawn Onward, Batman. You keep that up, you're going to knock Cleetose out of his V title. That was awesome. Wow. I am super impressed. Yeah, there's oh god, I love my chat. KZM is like, holy Drawn Onward, Batman. This stream is hilarious. More spy parties happening. As the Cleetose picks up a window flirt of his own. Yes, whenever I randomly fall silent, it's because I looked at the chat and I can't talk while reading. Which is something I'm probably going to have to work on. But the Cleetose, not in the best position to flirt. Really wanted the green test there, but didn't get it. That's alright. He's probably only one flirt down, and the Cleetose is doing a pretty damn nice job on this game. Hits the green test on the BB as well. The Cleetose doing a fantastic round of his own. We're seeing some really high quality games of balcony here. This is awesome. I am impressed. The Cleetose, if he can hit a green test here, doesn't hit a green test here, that's alright. So it's not quite Drawn Onward level of awesome on balcony, but pretty damn close. He goes for the briefcase? Yeah, he does. The Cleetose trying to play the briefcase. This could backfire horribly. Seemed like a fairly nice one, though. That was the longest path. That was probably not a good thing. Didn't get noticed, so that's alright. 30 seconds to go as the Cleetose prepares to re-enter the conversation. And getting ready to get his flirt on. There it goes. The countdown has begun. Drawn Onward's not even looking at Cleetose for a shot, and the Cleetose picks up another game. 5-11 after 16 games. The Cleetose still keeping hold of his title. His title in this case being V. I don't know. I need water. So that's 2 brilliant rounds of balcony in a row. There's really not a whole lot Drawn could have done about that. But, yeah. That went really well. We're not starting the next game yet. There we go. Drawn Onward's turn. Still balcony? Still balcony. Let's see if Drawn Onward can pick up another game and start pulling back his lead. I think Drawn Onward is actually in range for a 50% flirt here, but don't quote me on that. It's very possible that he's not. Hits the green test, though. So, if he was in range, that could actually wind up being brilliant. Goes for the bug, gets himself shot. That was unfortunate. The Cleetose picks up another game. Probably not the best spot to have gone for a bug on, because balcony. No, the flirt was actually just out of range. You can see it here. If you can actually read that. I don't know if you can. 48% on the flirt. So, not quite there. But, yeah. Bit of an unfortunate bug attempt. Wins Cleetose. The Cleetose, I'm sorry. Wins the Cleetose another round. 5-12 is the current scoreline. And the chat is currently freaking out about how it is possible to get a 51% flirt. Yes, it's true. The Cleetose in a terrible position for the seduction, but might wind up going for it anyway. Yeah, he does. It's the green test on it, though, so that was actually not nearly as bad as it could have been, as the laser is literally on his head. He's not even highlight. There's a BB. So I think he's actually still not highlight. No, he's not. So DrawnOnward's not having the best game of Sniper here, but Cleetose, minute and 10 to go, still needs a couple of flirts to get this done. And a lot can happen in a minute on balcony. Let's see how this goes. Some weird pathing by the seduction target as it goes for the briefcase. So that's going to put some dampers in the Cleetose's seduction plan. As his seduction target decides to re-enter the conversation in a very inopportune place. The Cleetose talks and then leaves. Still not highlight. So he's doing a good job going under the radar, but with 20 seconds left, he can't even finish up his flirt here, and it doesn't matter because the seduction target leaves him high and dry to go to the window. The Cleetose is in some serious trouble here. 10 seconds to go. He needs to get a really ace flirt here, and that's not the position he needs. Is he going to go for the bug, or is he going to wait it out? Does go for the bug. I think he got the bug. And Drawn shot the wrong person? Wow, Cleetose did get that bug. And Drawn just missed it. That's actually... That's a shame, because that wasn't the most stealthy bug I've ever seen. But, hey, whatever works. We're actually only a few games from the end here, and the current scoreline is 5-13. So, we're gonna continue on balcony here. DrawnOnward, picking up the spiral. And not quite in range to bug, but does get a super nice banana bread in. Hits the green test on the seduce as well, so he's got 2 flirts left to finish up his seduction, and the banana bread done, all in 20 seconds. Well played, Drawn, well played. The Cleetose actually has him highlight, so that's quite impressive to me. I have no idea how people do all this crap on balcony. Balcony blows my mind. I can't balcony. But I can cast it. As the Cleetose, sorry, DrawnOnward, the Cleetose is playing sniper, gets another seduce in, and he just needs one more of those to finish it up. A minute to go. Drawn's in a pretty good spot here, as long as he doesn't take a bullet for no apparent reason, because the Cleetose tends to do that. But the open spot in the conversation is right next to Drawn. And as soon as Drawn picks up this flirt, the countdown begins. There's the flirt. The Cleetose normalites Drawn and then decides otherwise. But that means he's probably not going to take the shot here, and that's the game. Drawn Onward picks up another one. He has just under 50% of the games that the Cleetose has. So there's some perspective for you. It feels a little bit awkward to me, like literally staring into the camera while I'm drinking my water, like... Well, can't beat the Cleetose, right? At least not while he has a V prefix on him. I wonder if that's going to stick around, or if that's just going to be a one-cast thing. Oh well. Okay, so, more Spy Party whenever these guys are done chatting. Drawn and the Cleetose. Still just talking, not a whole lot going on right now. So, I'm just going to fiddle with my scoreboard a bit. Yes, I have animations for it. Thank you. Craftboard is what I've been using for the scoreboard because it's customizable and it works and it's awesome. Balcony time. The Cleetose on Spy. Drawn Onward on Sniper. Let's get this done. Cleetose. Thanks, AI. Actually, in a very nice position to do the banana bread before Purple just decided she wanted out. And the Cleetose actually did get highlight because AI. Cleetose gets a green test on a fairly low quality flirt and leaves the conversation. Things are going alright for the Cleetose. Except no, because highlight. That was some little bit of an unfortunate bounce there as the Cleetose re-enters the conversation. Ooh, I'm not synced up as the Cleetose picks up his first flirt. Actually, that was going to be his second flirt, but the Cleetose's seduction target decided nope, because AI. This has been a very because AI game. Cleetose picks up his second flirt, and we'll see if he can come out of this without a bullet in his head. Now, he is highlight, but if he can pick up one more flirt here, he should be alright. Drawn Onward seems very suspicious of the Cleetose, as he is one of the two highlights. The Cleetose talking a lot. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, Drawn's stream just froze for a second. So I'm going to pause here for a moment as the Cleetose goes for the time ad. Gets the time ad and gets a bullet. So, Drawn picks up another game, and he has bridged the halfway point. 7-13 is the current score line, and we've got, like, looking at the water glass, that's a second glass, so give it maybe 2 games? Something like that. Drawn Onward. Pretty nice game there. As the Cleetose died on a time ad, which is a thing that happens in Spy Party, because time ads. But that game wasn't necessarily a he died because time ad, so much as he died because AI. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Awesome, yes, but unfortunate. So, actually taking some time between games here, so here we go. Drawn Onward decides we're heading back to Courtyard 2 for the final 2 games. Drawn playing spy, the Cleetose playing sniper. Let's see how this goes. Drawn picks up a bug like right at the beginning. Gets himself highlight, but not shot. That might actually be an okay trade-off as he goes and grabs a couple of inspects. Probably not going to go for the swap. No, just puts the statue down. Probably a good idea. He's already gotten the bug in, so fairly well. In a decent position for the banana bread as well. Okay. Yeah, never mind. There's a banana bread, I think. Yep, banana bread happened. And Drawn, even though he just needs his flirts now, this does not look good. Drawn's looking upset at the ambassador for hanging out so close to him. And the Cleetose is just... Yeah, I mean, he knows. He knows, but he's biding time. It's Drawn going in for a not swap, I don't think. Yeah, totally not swapping. So, Drawn Onward seems like he's in a pretty good spot with a minute and 15 seconds to go and just a flirt to do, except... Yeah, goes for the swap, gets a bullet. That was a game. Water's done, but I said we'd have do 2 on courtyard, so I'm going to do a second one on courtyard. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about that game, but Spy Party. The Cleetose playing the last game as Spy. Wow, gets dropped right at the statues. Goes for the swap. Did Drawn see it? Is the question. Did Drawn see it? That was supposed to be a 1. He absolutely did not. So the Cleetose picks up the early swap, the early inspect, and then the early banana bread. So the Cleetose actually got helped out by the AI this time, dropping him right in that statue. And with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and just a mission to do, the Cleetose is looking, quite frankly, godlike. That was probably the worst one-liner. I don't even know if that counts as a one-liner. That was just... I said it, okay? The Cleetose goes to grab an attempted flirt at the window, and the seduction target's like, what do you mean? I was already standing here for a while. What are you trying to flirt at me here for? The Cleetose tries to do it again. No, never mind. I thought he was going to do it again, but he briefcased instead. Why are you briefcasing, man? Just need one more flirt and you got this done. Not even... Actually, you are highlight, but... Never mind. Drawn Onward. I think he knows, but he doesn't know just how much the Cleetose has done here. The Cleetose down to a minute left. This shouldn't be too big a problem. If he hits the green test here, he's not quite going to finish up his seduce. Because the Cleetose wasn't quite in 50% range on his first flirt. Damn it, the Cleetose, stop frickin' doing that. 50 seconds and a flirt to do. DrawnOnward might actually be able to get this if he's super perceptive. And DrawnOnward's actually pretty good at perceptivisms. The Cleetose did a fake banana bread. That was a brilliant move. A little bit of odd pathing as he goes in for his final flirt. I really like that fake BB. That was a good plan. As the Cleetose grabs his last flirt with about 20 seconds to go and just decides he wants to go stand in the conversation. So that's the game. 7-15 is the final score line. The Cleetose emerges victorious. I'm gonna go. Okay. Plan for Tuesday. I'm gonna find some prolific streamers, possibly like a DrawnOnward and KCM or a Cleetose or like a Titleist or one of those guys probably, and go way the hell far back into the past and grab one of their old games and make fun of them as being bad. They probably weren't that bad back then, but it's going to be fun. So that's going to happen. I promise you I will hopefully do that. Because sometimes these promises don't quite work out properly, but that's a game. So, as KCM runs off to delete his old games, this is Taboshi, signing off.